students a nightmare for them to take GMAT, GRE exam. Do we have any solution for those kind of students?
Yes. Again, I would like to put emphasis on this. We do not have requirement for GRE or GMAT.
Wow.
So it's not required. Even for undergrad student, there is no requirement for ACT or SAT. So don't worry about it. What we need from students is just there. We give the admission purely on the basis of their academic marks that they have obtained during their schooling or during their graduation time. And
Mm-hmm.
along with those, we just need few more documents as like proof of English scores
Mm.
and the rest of the documents. So that all is needed. So we will not accept GRE, no required for GMAT. We also do not require SOPs. SOPs are only required for specialized few 3 to 4 programs, SOPs and LORs. I do understand students have to prepare big SOPs. They have to spend time with LORs. It should be a signed copy LORs. So just it's a big relief to them. Only on the basis of few 5 to 6 documents, we will come up with the decision.
Amazing, amazing. So this is another big relief, and that would save a lot of students the time, money, effort. Everything will be saved if they do not have to prepare for all these exams. Asking, is there any age limit for master's degree in your college? I am 52 years of age. Can I study MSc accounting?
Well, there is no age limit. If you talk about age and if you talk about if there's any gap, students can apply. So I would tell you how the US education is designed. So
Mm-hmm.
if you talk about age gaps, USA is relatively flexible regarding study gaps. So this flexibility is because many American institutions recognize the value of practical experience and personal growth outside the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to the classroom, you would see a student, if a student is of 20 or 21, you would also see a student of 30, 35 years old. So,
Mm-hmm.
so there is no age barrier from our end.
Great.
Anybody can study at any point of time.
So, Mr. Johanan, you can definitely apply. If you want to apply, get in touch with us and we will put down your application across to get you the offer from Webster
Just to
University. Yeah.
Yeah, just to add on to this, Chakit,
Yeah.
I would like to say we will give admission purely on the basis of the marks obtained in the previous, what the student has completed the degree in. It's
Mhm.
only the thing that they have to justify is while they go for the visa, they prepare for the visa interview, and while the consulate asks why there is an age gap, students have to justify themselves. That's
Hmm.
all they have to do. Rest is history.
The jobs, these particular areas, are there jobs easily available? There are a lot of companies there. How
Well,
is the
Chakit, I
scenario?
would say, I would say there we do understand that there are crises for jobs in US at the moment, but it
Mm-hmm.
is not difficult or hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
At Webster University, we groom students. They are so well rehearsed, so well groomed up that they can look for jobs by themselves while they're studying on campus. We have a department by the name of CPDC. We call it Career Planning and Development Center. We stream a lot of life fairs, career fairs,
Mm-hmm.
and student can take part, they can take advantage of getting into those fairs. So it's like another add-on and another, I would say they can take advantage of those services so that it's easy for them to look for jobs for themselves.
Great, great, great. So companies are available and student can go and
Absolutely.
yeah.
Texas is very popular for that. And same as St. Louis, we have seen our alumni, our existing students, the students who are studying on campus, they
Mm-hmm.
are working with very good and reputed brands and they're drawing very good salaries there. So it's
Great.
not hard to find. It's just that students have to be a little alert. They have to
Mm-hmm.
be cautious. Nobody is going to come and offer them job. But yes, if there's any opportunity, they should be available to grab that opportunity. So that way, we prepare students very well on campus.
This is what exactly the aspiration is for most of the student, that they should get better exposure, they should get better environment, and they should be able to get the knowledge which will eventually help them have a better career. And Webster is doing a great job here. So thank you
Yeah.
for that.
And just to add on to that, since we're talking about job opportunities, at Webster University, we do not offer a day one CPT. So CPT is like career practical training. So what we do once the student comes during the first academic year, they can
Mhm.
take opportunities, they can take advantage of jobs that is available on campus. So
Mhm.
we do have openings for positions like assistant to professor, assistant to librarian, a
Mhm.
dormitory assistant. There are a
Mhm.
lot of openings available as student ambassador on
Mhm.
campus. So I do understand that everybody doesn't get that job, but yes, they should be well prepared, well rehearsed, go for internal interview and take the grab that opportunity. So this is what students they're earning on campus. Once they have finished their first academic year, they can start moving out and they can start working off the campus while they are studying.
And are they restricted to work in those areas only, or they can move to any part of the US?
It shouldn't be too far off, but yes, within certain radius. And
Mhm.
weekly they can work is like 20 weeks per hour.
So this is I'm talking about while they are studying, but once they complete their study, they can move up to any
Absolutely.
part of
Yes,
the, yeah.
yes. Once they have finished their studies, they can move out to different cities.
Shrutika, and she's asking, do you accept 15 years of education? So somebody who has done a BCom, BA, BBA, so will those kind of students, like, because in US most of these students are required to have at least 16 years of education. So what is the status with 15 years
That's a
of
very good
education?
question, Shrutika. I would say yes. So we are very flexible in our admission process. We accept 15 years of education and 16 years of education both. Student, they have a perception that if they're applying to US, only 16 years of education would be accepted, whereas it's not the process. It depends from university to university. So any student who is from BA background, BA in philosophy or humanities background, somebody has done from BCom or BBA, they're more than welcome. We welcome them with open arms. They can easily apply to our campus for St. Louis and San Antonio both.
So it's a good news for all the students who have done 15 years of education in India. You guys are more than welcome to apply at Webster. I'm going to ask you question like a student, right? So
Yeah,
so that they would be able to figure out that like whatever potential question they might have. So I am
absolutely.
asking on their behalf. So take it like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes we as a counselor, we take few things as like student must be aware about it. But most of the time, like we can get any type of student who will have any type of question. So we should
Yes.
be
Should be
able to
well
help them.
prepared for that. Anything can come from their side, right?
Yeah, correct. I try and cover pretty much every nook and corner of the student mindset that I should be able to ask the question. Since we get limited opportunity to speak with the university rep, it becomes my duty that I should be asking each and everything what the student
More
potentially
than
might
welcome,
ask.
Shakti.
Yeah, thank you. So we have got a question from Yogesh, and he's asking, sir, USA for masters, what is the success rate?
Well, I would say success rate is almost 90%.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I have students there. When I joined Webster, so I have a habit of, it's not that one students they have gone and they've
Mm-hmm.
started their studies. I have always stayed connected with them. So they are in touch with me. They text me during night hours. They tell me that, ma'am, this is how I have graduated. This is the job opportunity I am got. I
Yeah.
would be flying to this city. So I would say, among all the countries, I would say for students, it's one of the dream destinations.
Mm-hmm.
And if you talk about for US, it has given the more, I would say, return of investment and great learning outcomes. I have seen students doing excellent in their field of study, and they are located at great places and taking advantage of whatever possibility they can. They're working with all good brands. Not everybody, yes, majority of them. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Yeah. So success rate is quite good.
Very good,
Now,
very good.
yeah. Next question is from Yogesh. He's asking, what is the cost for the masters in US?
You mean to say tuition fee?
Yeah, tuition fee. Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
for Webster University, we are well known for offering affordable tuition fee.
Mm-hmm.
So if we talk about the duration of the master's program is of 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say 90% of the program at Webster University has to do with 36 credits. Programs like ITM, cybersecurity, data analytics, business analytics, MBA, majority of them are for 36 credit. And the tuition fee is 730 per credit. So if we calculate, it nearly comes around 26,280 US dollars. So this is the cost of the total tuition fee,
For the entire 2 years.
full program length. And on top of this, we offer 15% scholarship to all the students who are getting enrolled at Webster University. So if you add 15%, the cost is nearly around 22 to 23,000 US dollars. So in simple language, I would say in Indian currency, a student is completing his master's degree within 20 to 21 lakhs.
Wow, this is pretty much more affordable masters than compared to India also.
Yes, that's what, if a student is looking for a good location,
Mm-hmm.
then we talk about great environment, then
Mm-hmm.
we talk about great learning outcomes,
Mm-hmm.
affordable fee structure, good
Mm-hmm.
scholarships, return of investment, then Webster University comes as a right fit university for them.
Amazing, amazing. And so scholarship you have already covered that with Webster they can get 15% of scholarship straight away. Is there any other specific or any other variety of scholarship which is available apart from this 15% which student
15
can?
is, see, I would say any student who has scored 2.5 GPA on a scale of 4, which is
Uh-huh.
nearly around 60%,
Mm-hmm.
they can apply to Webster University.
Mm-hmm.
So 15% is offered to all the students who are getting enrolled. But if we come across to a good profile, a
Mm-hmm.
merit student who has really scored well in their academics, in
Mm-hmm.
their proof of English scores, then yes, we can definitely look into that profile, and we can also give away 20%. So we do have provision for that as well. But 15 is definitely guaranteed.
Application in Webster for the fall intake, are the application open? So can we apply for fall intake now? Is it
Yes.
too late or how is it?
No, we are. So we are accepting applications towards till end of May, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So 30th of May would be the deadline for the applications. So anybody who is meeting the admissions criteria, they have scored 60%, they are able to get the kind of course that they are willing to apply for, they can
Mm-hmm.
apply. So this entire month, portal is active and students can apply through our GUS portal for undergrad and master's program. So just to add on to these, since we are talking about intake, Webster University, if you talk about undergrad, we have two intakes in a year, which is
Mm-hmm.
spring and fall. Spring happens, the commencement of the session takes place in the mid of January, and
Mm-hmm.
fall commencement is in mid of August. If you talk about master's students, we have 5 intakes in a year. Now that happens in January, which is spring one, then spring two, which is March. Then we have a summer intake, which starts in the next 2 days, 3rd of June.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have fall one, which starts in August, and fall two in October intake. So this applies in both the campuses.
Perfect. So student have multiple options and they can choose the
Yeah.
intake according to
They
their.
don't have to wait for another
Yeah.
6 months to apply for.
Yeah.
So if they have missed out one intake due to any reasons like visa slots or any reasons, they have the next intake available in just next 1.5, 2 months.
Great. 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 So there are multiple options which are available for the student to